Good morning, Loveland. I'm Mike Meldon, and this is your Loveland Weekly Podcast. Today is Monday, June 5th, 2023. Today I'd like to talk about a subject that I've been messing around with, and I'm sure a few of you have at least heard of it, if not dove into it like I have, and that's ChatGPT, or artificial intelligence. This was released, I'd say, just over maybe a couple months ago, and more people have started to take advantage of what it offers. And I know that I know that at first I wasn't quite sure of its capabilities, and I would use it for small things. But as you start to use it and see what it's capable of, you go down the rabbit hole, and it becomes quite interesting. So I thought that we should maybe look at this new technology, what it offers, and then some of the drawbacks that might come along. So artificial intelligence, or AI, is a term used to describe the ability of machines to perform tasks that would typically require human intelligence, such as perception, reason, and learning. The concept of AI dates all the way back to Greek mythology, but the modern development of AI technology began in the mid-20th century. One of the earliest breakthroughs in AI came in the form of a chess-playing computer called Deep Blue. It was developed by IBM in the 1990s, and since then, AI has made significant strides in various fields, from healthcare to finance to transportation. Let's take healthcare for example. AI has shown promise in improving patient outcomes and in reducing healthcare costs. It's powered diagnostic tools that can analyze medical imaging and help doctors detect diseases and conditions much earlier than before. And while AI-powered drug discovery can help researchers develop new treatments faster, this technology is growing and growing every day. In finance, AI has the potential to revolutionize the industry by enabling more accurate risk assessment, fraud detection, and trading. AI-powered chatbots can also improve customer service by providing personalized support and advice. In transportation, AI is being used to develop autonomous vehicles that can help reduce accidents, traffic congestion, and carbon emissions. AI is also being used to improve logistics and supply chain management, as I just mentioned, enabling companies to optimize their operations and reduce costs. I've never ridden in the new Tesla that is fully automated, and at first it intrigues me. I do a commute about 40 to 45 minutes to and from work every day, and the fact that if I could just get in there and kind of relax a little bit more than I do now, and driving in traffic, it sounds like a pretty nice alternative. A friend of mine, though, we're talking the other night and talking about our daughters, and we thought, what kind of world would it be, though, what if one day people didn't have to learn how to drive? Would that be a pro or a con? At first, my first basic instinct was to say, I want, my kids to learn how to drive no matter what, just in case of emergency, but that may never even need to be, now that I think about it. And the way that AI technology with transportation actually helps reduce accidents. I know it's kind of counterintuitive. It seems hard to trust, this AI, this computer with your life or your kids' lives, but it does. And so maybe that is a better alternative than my kids getting behind the wheel, because that scares me also. So maybe that's the answer, and it's coming sooner than we know. And for some, it's already there. Just haven't had the chance to try it, but it's not, not everybody has access to that either. Now, while AI the technology has tremendous potential, it also comes with some concerns. One of the primary concerns is its potential impact on the workforce. AI has the ability to automate many tasks that are currently performed by humans. That's like we just spoke about, driving cars, to diagnosing diseases, which could lead to increased efficiency and productivity, but it also could lead to significant job losses. According to one report by the McKinsey Global Institute, up to 800 million jobs could be displaced by automation by 2030, 7 years from now. This could have a profound effect on society, particularly in industries that are heavily reliant on low-skilled labor. Just to do another side note here, I was talking with other teachers about this technology, and a lot of people have different ideas and different opinions, but I feel like when the internet came out, and I wasn't a teacher then, I was actually in college, I feel like a lot of teachers in education, academia, pushed the internet away at first. They embraced it as far as maybe a little bit of research, but not teaching the appropriate way to use it. How do we use this to advance? How do we use this in our careers? How do we use this to make ourselves better? I think we're actually now just getting to that point a long time after. And so I'd hate to not learn from that mistake. And so as I spoke with other teachers about AI technology, a lot of them were talking about, we can't let the kids get this. We can't let them use this to write papers. We can't let them start to rely on this new technology. And maybe if we didn't go through the first mistake, I wouldn't have thought of this, but I think we need to embrace it. I mean, just with the figures we just learned about with AI taking jobs in the next less than a decade, it's something that we need to take hold of and use and learn to use. Because those people that learn to use AI, and it is a skill, I've been learning it as I've been playing with it, are going to be at the top. And they're the ones companies are going to hire, because the companies are going to want to hire these people because they know how to use the technology to make them better. And so instead of pushing it away, instead of saying, this is scary, it's going to ruin education, I think we got to look at it a little bit differently. I think we got to say, no, this is something we need to embrace and use it for the betterment of the classroom, but also for these jobs that we may be losing in the future. So it's going to bring about a significant shift in the labor market, and we need to be prepared for the impact that this will have on workers. The director of the MIT Initiative on Digital Economy says we need to invest on education and training programs that help workers transition to the new industries and acquire the new skills that are going to be needed. Another concern about AI is its potential to be used for malicious purposes. AI-powered cyber attacks, for example, could be much more sophisticated and difficult to deal with or detect than traditional attacks. I mean, just thinking about it and what I've seen online, they could turn off all communications. Imagine all cell phones being off, all of them. Or financial institutions, bank accounts, turning them all off, causing chaos. It's kind of scary. AI could also be used to create autonomous weapons that could be used to harm humans without human intervention. Look at drones, and that's just the beginning. Quote, the development of autonomous weapons powered by AI poses a significant threat to global security and stability, says Stuart Russell, a professor of electrical engineering and computer science at the University of California, Berkeley. Quote, we need to ensure that AI is developed in a reasonable and ethical manner to prevent these types of scenarios, end quote. There's also concern that AI could exacerbate existing biases and inequalities in society. AI algorithms are only as unbiased as the data they are trained on. And if the data contained biases, as we know it does, the algorithm will also contain biases. Quote, there's a risk that AI could perpetuate and amplify the existing biases and inequalities in society, says Kathy O'Neill, the author of Weapons of Mass Destruction, How Big Data Increases Inequality and Threatens Democracy. We need to ensure that AI is developed in a way that is fair and unbiased. And it's just scary to think that we've come so far, especially in the last few decades, about equality and rights. And for AI, this super intelligence, to have its baseline be biased and move forward with that baseline is pretty scary. Finally, There's also a concern about the potential misuse of AI by governments and corporations. AI has the potential to be used for surveillance and control, and there are concerns about the impact that this could have on individual privacy and freedom. Quote, "We need to ensure that AI is developed in a way that respects individual rights and freedoms," end quote, says Mark Tegmark, a professor of physics at MIT and the co-founder of the Future of Life Institute. Recently in the news, there was the guy, and I'm sorry, I forget his name. He's known as the godfather or the grandfather of AI. And he left Google. He was the head of AI at Google. And he left here, you can Google this, recently. He left Google to warn us about AI. And he did it because he said Google is not doing anything wrong. Google is doing everything as it was supposed to be doing, and that's not why he left. He left because he said he wanted to place a warning that he could not do as an employee of Google. He could not be under their employment to say the things that he wants to say. And essentially he wants to say, listen, there needs to be a warning now. You guys are using this, it's out there, it's growing, and we need to make sure that it's growing in the right way. We need major oversight. Despite these concerns, there's no denying the transformative potential of AI technology. With continued development and innovation, AI has the potential to revolutionize countless industries and improve people's lives in countless ways. It's a tool that can help us tackle some of the biggest challenges facing humanity, from climate change to disease prevention. But it's up to us to ensure that we use it in a way that benefits everyone, not just a select few. So what can we do to ensure that AI is used responsibly and ethically? One important step is to increase public awareness and education about AI, its capabilities, and its potential impact. This will help to promote a more informed debate about the benefits and risks of AI, and to ensure that the public has a say in how it is developed and how it is used. Another important step is to ensure that AI systems are designed with transparency and accountability in mind. This means that they should be able to explain how they make decisions and provide a clear audit trail of their actions so that they can be held accountable for many biases and errors. As a former Google AI researcher and co-founder of the group Black in AI says, we need to ensure that AI systems are not only technically robust, but also ethical and equitable. This requires a multidisciplinary approach that includes not just computer scientists and engineers, but also social scientists, ethicists, and members of the communities that will be affected by these systems. Finally, we need to ensure that AI is developed and used in a way that is aligned with human values and interests. This means that we need to prioritize the development of AI systems that are designed to enhance human capabilities rather than replace them. As Max Tegmark, a physicist and co-founder of the Future of Life Institute, says, AI should be developed and used in a way that reflects our deepest values and priorities as a society. We need to ensure that it serves the common good, not just the interests of a few powerful actors. And so to wrap this up, I think that AI is a powerful tool that has the potential to revolutionize countless industries and improve our lives in many, many ways. However, it does pose a number of challenges and risks, from job displacement to bias to discrimination. And so I believe, just like when I talked to you about being an educator by a teacher, it takes all of us to know what AI is, to know how it works, not the technical side, but at least know how it functions on a user basis, and embrace it. It shouldn't be something out there and that's scary. We all need to kind of keep a finger on this to know that it's being used and it's continuing to be developed responsibly and ethically. And that takes all of us. Looking ahead in Loveland, the city of Loveland is presenting a showing of The Goonies on Saturday, June 10th, 2023. Join us at Phillips Park, 11667 Rich Road. For details, see the city's website. On June 13th, Loverland is having its introductory meeting of its youth conservation team. Are you a 5th to 8th grader? Are you interested in nature and making a difference? If so, come join us for this introductory meeting. Details at www.loveourland.org. Please RSVP. We have something truly special here in Loveland. Thank you for listening, and have a great week.